And welcome back, everybody. This is Movies and Beyond. I'm Callum. That's Kyle. Just before we get started today, Movies and Beyond TikTok is now live. We're going to be not serious over there, just little clips of Kyle probably farting. We'll get a couple of them. Definitely.
Yeah, it should just call it like
Fart channel.
MMB,
Fart channel.
MMB, like Movies and Beyond, like M and B, so Movies and Beyond, fart compilation.
Yeah.
And it's just like.
Well, our most viewed TikTok video is Kyle saying, well, me saying that Kyle's got to suck his own balls when we get to 69 subscribers.
Christ,
So, you said as well, he was like, I think we're forgetting something when we did hit 69 subscribers. You're like, I'm pretty sure I said I'd do something for it, but I'm not sure what. You sucking your own balls, mate.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Mate, right, we're doing a TikTok. We're not doing a Movies and Beyond OnlyFans here, okay? So
if you want it, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a 200 subscriber thing. I don't know. Let us know. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know.
So I'll be the guy filming it because I'm the photography guy. Callum's the guy in the white hoodie, so he's ready and revving.
Yeah, can't get white stains on this.
Nope.
Yep. Anyway, Kyle. Speaking of white stain inducing news.
Love that.
We reported a couple of months ago, Cillian Murphy were doing interviews and he said he would be open to playing Doctor Doom. Just show us a good script. Now, apparently he's Marvel's top choice at the moment. I'm seeing things like he's in the final stages of negotiation. I haven't heard that from anywhere reputable, but all the big sources like My Time to Shine, Hello, and stuff like that. Good scoopers who got like a 95% track record. Cillian Murphy's apparently the top choice at Marvel Studios right now. So, we already know if the script's there, he would do it. I don't know for what project, because it's got to be a multi-deal project as well. Can't just be one film.
I mean, he's not. He's done shows before in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Is in sense of it's like a long-term commitment, so he can do these things. And obviously, he's going to probably be in the sequel to Quiet Place.
Do you know what as well though? If he just maybe picked up a comic and thought, no, this character's very interesting, maybe that could swing him round to it, because Doom is such an interesting character. But I don't think you'll hear any argument from us two on this. This is probably the best person you could probably get to play this character.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you see Cillian Murphy, he sounds quite light, like in a lot of his bigger roles, in the movies and stuff. So in for example, the Batman films, he doesn't sound as, he's quite menacing, but he doesn't sound threatening, so to speak, as Scarecrow. He's quite the smart. So in Peaky Blinders, he's that very I'm Thomas Shelby, which is a British television show.
It's global, mate. It's global. Trust me, we don't have to worry about this. It's big in America. It's quite big in America.
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's again if he did Doctor Doom, it'd be a mix between the smart, sarky, almost I wouldn't say it was sarky, but the smart, very sophisticated in the Batman films and when he was playing a Scarecrow. In the little bits he had in the other films.
Yeah, because he will do superhero films. It's not like he's opposed to it. He just wants a good script.
And then mix that with the the gritty, very Thomas Shelby, and you've got Doctor Doom.
Yeah. Also, another thing that might be intriguing to this role, he takes me as a sort of person who wants to be there, on set, doing it. But then again, if he doesn't want to be there, he doesn't have to be. Mask on, do some audio lines. That's it, pretty much.
I don't think I've ever felt like he's done like a really threatening role. So him being Doctor Doom would just be scary to see because yeah, we see him as like a gangster in Peaky Blinders, but you always feel like you're on his side kind of thing. You know, you kind of.
I haven't finished it, but there's been some times where I'm thinking, come on, don't be a
Yeah.
fucking scumbag.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, still, you know, with Doctor Doom, it's going to be a completely. It's like going to be a massive shift where it's like this guy is like really bad, like really really bad, like the most evil thing, but he will have sense to him as well, and I
Yeah.
feel like he would be great at pulling that off because he's done it before, so it'd just be doing it on a bigger scale.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you know, he said it. Show me a good script, and I'll do it. Now, you know,
Who else would you see him as in the MCU? Let's say this. How about if they do? Obviously, we've got the rumors, which kind of probably confirmed that they're going to reset the MCU. So it's like a question, but there's two ways of answering it. Would you rather see him now in the MCU as a character, other than Doctor Doom, and who? Or would you rather see him in the future?
I
in the
think
new
if he's
MCU?
cast as Doctor Doom, that is a character that carries over into the new universe because we know some stuff will.
Yeah, no, but that's
With
what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking, not Doctor Doom. Who else do you see him as? Because I'm just trying to think. Because there's a lot of things that you know he can do.
He could do anything he put his mind to, definitely.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe I could see him as Reed Richards. But I do kind of like that role going to Pedro Pascal. By the way, we've got something quite big to talk about for the last topic on the channel. Breaking movies and beyond scoop. Yeah, I know. Big shit. It's just...
We get there, but go to the next panel. It's just a big fucking turd on the screen.
It's not. But yeah, no, he could do anything he put his mind to. Anything he wanted to do, he could do it. But yeah, no, he's definitely though the perfect choice for Doom, 100%. And I think they need to bring a name like this to the character, just to for people to start taking him seriously a bit more. Because I love the casting of Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. I think it's great. You know, it's not official yet. I like the casting of Stephen Yeun as Sentry. Great actor. D-list superhero at best that, yeah, big comic book fans know and they're passionate about, and I get that's why some people have been angry about it. But it's a D-list character that people don't really know. So, get a great actor in it who's quite hot right now, doing really good stuff. So,
Marvel just need to do what they do best, and that's turning these like D-list, C-list characters and make them A-list. You know, because they did it with Iron Man, they did it with Guardians. You know, and you know the actors playing those roles. Yeah, they were somewhat respectable. Maybe RDJ not as much at the time. And it was, you know, a big risk. So if they're going to put a good actor in it, they need to have a little bit of risk to it, because that's what I feel like makes it.
And I would just say right now, if they manage to get this man, my excitement level for... I don't know what project he's going to be in. You know, we're hearing post-credit scene, Fantastic Four, and then he's going to have a bigger role in something else. But if they manage to get this man, there is no amount of money they could throw in front of him to just make him do it. And Marvel's cutting back on the spending. If they just show it, because if he does it, that means he's seen a great script. And that gets me excited for whatever project he's involved in.
Yeah, with it as well, obviously, Doctor Doom, like, let's say if, you know, Cillian didn't want to really go into the... Because obviously this would be a very long time. Like, obviously, sure, he's been doing it for years, but he stops and he films and stuff like that, whereas the MCU is a bit more consistent, and it's like you have to keep track of, like, how he looks, you know, like, physique-wise. he wouldn't have to do that as much. He wouldn't have to worry about that because they could literally just kind of CGI Doctor Doom. Yeah, I would much prefer a physical, but it's like, even if we just hear, Cillian Murphy's like dark, deeper tone voice behind the mask of Doctor Doom. Obviously, I'd love to see him take the mask off and it's Cillian. Did I say Aldrich Cillian? I think I did. But I mean, Cillian Murphy. He could still, even having his voice there present. It's one of those things where it's like, yes, they still need the physical actor, but they have a bit of breathable room because he's in like a big armored suit.
Yeah. And, if Jonathan Majors sticks around, I'd love to see him go to head with Majors. Just in like a conversation.
But yeah,
in a conversation, it'd be great. Yeah, but then Jonathan Majors would get his domestic violence gloves on. And next topic.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Fantastic Four. Now, I think there's been a lot of confusion with this over the weekend. People are freaking out. What? Woman? Silver Surfer? I've been looking into this quite a lot. That's not what it is. Anya Taylor-Joy is going to be one of the other heralds of Galactus in Fantastic Four. She's not going to be Norrin Radd. She's going to be Frankie Ray Nova. This is another herald of Galactus who, at the same time, can be a Silver Surfer, like Norrin Radd. And people have been freaking out, like they do. Marvel gone woke, MCU, all that bullshit.
Say something here, it's probably going to get a bit of hate, but okay, whatever, gender swap, whatever, it doesn't really fucking matter with this character. Again, it's like,
well, they're not even swapping Norrin Radd, though. They're using Herald of Galactus, but I'm going to back you on what you're saying.
I couldn't give a shit. I want to see this. Like she is great, and she could play that, like, sort of like that.
Yeah.
Like, wise, and just sort of like doesn't want to do it, but she's just got to sort of get on with it, and she's kind of like very blunt with it, because she can do that. She is great at playing that sort of like very, like, a hidden, but there's a lot behind in the background kind of actor.
Like her,
I'm so down for that.
Like her in The Menu is great.
Yeah. I've not seen it, but I've seen her in like many other things.
Yeah, she's fantastic, but I still want to get across that people are like, well, why wouldn't they just use Silver Surfer in the first place? It's like, you idiots, do you know what they're doing? They are feeding, Frankie Ray to the Fantastic Four in the first film, so they beat her, yeah? And then in the next film, Norrin Radd Silver Surfer's probably going to come in and fuck them up. That's probably what's going to happen.
I don't know if I agree with that one, but I mean, if they do that, I feel like they
like Frankie Ray and Norrin Radd coexist at the same time.
Yeah,
it's not either one or the other. They both exist at the same time. But then again, like going off what you said, if they did do the gender swap, which, I'm a little bit more thingy about gender swapping than race swapping. Race swapping, I don't give a fuck. It don't matter. Gender swapping, it's like, right, if this services the character in a better way, and it services the story, then yeah, absolutely, do it. But it's not even that. It's a character. They're just using the other character. And people are always like, well, why gender swap and just write better characters for women? No, they are using a character that is...
It's we just want to put this out there as well with Taskmaster. We wasn't mad that they gender swapped Taskmaster. Not bothered at all.
No, do you know what? That could have worked if they give her some fucking character.
Yeah, it was just not a good character. The way
they might be able to switch it around in Thunderbolts.
Potentially, yeah. But so far, I'm just like the way they did it, and as well with how it's played out. I thought it was just going to be a bit more fleshed out,
Yeah.
and it unfortunately it just wasn't. I mean, it was on Marvel's part as well. It was pretty stupid to like use a dude as the
In the
body
suit, yeah.
in the suit. It's like,
'Cause
okay,
it just
that's
looks so weird when the helmet were off.
yeah, it just looks a bit stupid when
Yeah.
you see.
And the
But
only
other
thing,
than that, we're
the only
not
thing I
bothered
took
by
away
it.
from that as well is, I don't think you quite agree with me on this, is, you know, in the Black Widow film, when they put a woman in the Taskmaster suit, it's like, oh, wait, so, you know, Black Widow isn't strong enough to take on a man. That's kind of like how I saw it. You know, I don't think it was supposed to come across like that, but yeah, there was just no character with Taskmaster. Not at all.
It wasn't a very well done twist. I mean, yeah, like you said, no character, and it kind of fell flat. But with this, if she is our mainline Silver Surfer,
Yeah.
I am so down for it. I do not care.
But
It doesn't matter with this character.
You know, and then the difference between Frankie Ray and Norman Rad is night and day as well. You know, Norman Rad, he becomes a herald of Galactus to save his planet and save his family. You know, that's why he does it. You know, he's reluctant to take Galactus to planets and destroy them. Frankie Ray don't give a shit. She does it for, like, she's like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go destroy some more planets. This is going to be like a truly evil, like, villain for the Fantastic Four to come up against. And who better than, you know, Anya Taylor-Joy to do it, because she's fantastic. You know, she's going to be in the Furiosa spin-off as Furiosa. She can do no wrong, you know. You know, the Menu co-stars both coming out as, you know, comic book villains within the same week, because this broke last week, this. So Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, and then Anya Taylor-Joy as Frankie Ray, another Herald of Galactus. I think this is great news.
I'm so down for it.
I am, and I'm going to cut this out and make a video out of it, so we're going to get so much shit.
Yeah, bring it on, you fucking losers.
Yeah. I'm a cage fighter.
You're an ex-cage fighter.
I will do it again.
Drank too much Red Bull.
I have.
You couldn't fit in the octagon.
Anyway. Apparently Moon Knight Season 2 is finally in the works at Marvel Studios. This is also Ms. Marvel Season 2, but I didn't want to put Ms. Marvel there because people will see it, click on it, and go, woke. So, Ms. Marvel and Moon Knight are both in development for a Season 2 at
Who's this from?
Marvel Studios. This is from My Time Saying Hello on Twitter again. So, yeah, they're working on it. Which, you know, Ms. Marvel or Moon Knight, which one are you more excited for? Which one would you want to see more?
Both. I can't really. I wish the CGI would be better in Moon Knight. That's the one thing I want. But other than that,
going off the fact that we've just seen Kamala, I'm definitely yearning for more.
Maybe not use that word.
No, use that word.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say yearning for Kamala. I was like, ooh.
No. Definitely.
You fucking freak.
Definitely yearning for some more Mark Spector.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Moon Knight hot toy, you know. Do you want to say it?
No, I really don't.
Right. You can kind of see it. You can see it in reflection.
That's why you got the white hood, didn't you?
No, but
you walk around with your hood open like, I'm Moon Knight. Look, ooh.
No, they call me full. They call me Full Moon Knight because I'm fat as fuck.
You go around with fucking bog roll around your head.
Oh, look, it's Full Moon Knight.
Full Moon Knight. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah. Have a go and have a sippy, Gale. But yeah, no, this was...
Yeah, you ever heard that film? Moonfall.
You shut the fuck up right now. You shut the fuck up right now. We know what's coming next.
It's a biopic about you when you fell in Liverpool. Just over exaggerated and too much CGI.
Shut up, Kyle. Your dad left you. Anyway.
Oh.
Obviously, this has been quite a point of contention of like, are we going to get a Moon Knight season 2? You know, Oscar Isaacs did a convention like last year, I think, and he says, yeah, it is not the, it's not the last we've seen of the entity of Moon Knight. You know, left us on such a cliffhanger in the post-credit scene with Jake Lockley killing Ethan Hawke's character.
See, we when he came out and said that, it was a bit skeptical, and like the more and more I think about it, the more I get worried about it, because it's like, oh, does he mean the Moon Knight is just going to be someone else? It's not going to be Mark Spector and the other two.
Well, Oscar Isaac famously didn't sign a multi-picture deal for Moon Knight. You know, he didn't want to be locked down with this because he already experienced this with Disney. With Star Wars. Now, the thing I always say about this is he asked to not be killed in the first film. So, careful what you wish for. Great character. I do like Poe Dameron. They just could have done more with it. But
it's same with like
every character in the sequel trilogy.
Every character in the sequel trilogy. Kylo Ren especially for me.
Yeah. But no. He's said that he's interested in doing it. We want to see him do it. There was kind of talks when Jeff Loveness was writing Kang Dynasty. He was just tweeting away going, yeah, it's going to be hard to write for Daredevil and Moon Knight to fight Kang. And it's like, why tell us this? Why tell us this? They're revamping everything now, so that might not be, what comes of it. I'd love to see Moon Knight in an Avengers film, but, they might be working towards that R-rated Midnight Suns crossover. Obviously now Blade getting the R rating. I think a second season of Moon Knight would definitely be TVMA. Definitely. They're already doing it with Echo. Born Again. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be.
Yeah, and just better CGI, please.
Better CGI as well. And, the Ms. Marvel stuff as well.
I'll say this though, I do hope that they change out of that format of what they do. Like, I wouldn't be bothered if they called it just Moon Knight something else, like with like an undertitle, or just Moon Knight, but don't even call it season 2 or anything like that, and then it be available on Peacock. Yes, it's a sequel to the first season, but it's going to be more like, yeah.
Hulu.
Is it Peacock or Hulu?
Hulu's the one they've got shares in. Peacock's like a Universal thing.
Oh, right, sorry, I got confused. I get confused with Hulu and Peacock and all the rest of the other weird fucking names they've got.
Mm-hmm.
I see them all on Amazon. I'm just like, why is there so many?
Yeah, that's like the British thing, innit? It's like they're all just on Amazon to like add on subscriptions that you can fucking get. It's like, no. The only one I'm bothered we don't have is HBO Max. That's one I'm actually interested in.
We've got Sky, haven't we?
Yeah,
Sky,
it's kind of the same thing.
It's the same thing. We get the same shit, so it don't really matter. But yeah, I would much prefer having Max. But like I was saying, I wouldn't be opposed to them just saying like, right, okay, it's going to be, TVMA. It's technically a season 2, but it's the show's going to be like formatted more like an actual show rather than a Disney Plus kind of show.
Because if they've got 10 great episodes to tell 10 great episodes. If they've got 3 great episodes to tell great 3 episodes. That's all I'm bothered about.
And drop it all at once. Well, that's not going to happen, but drop it all.
If it can be a film, make it a film. This is.
I think it would do well. I think a Moonlight film. Moonlight, sorry.
We've already got a Moonlight film with Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, no, I mean Moon Knight. Moon Knight would do well at the box office. I guarantee it. It would do really, really well. With a name like Oscar Isaac attached, a cool character,
I think Marvel needs a couple more wins before they could make a Moon Knight movie. I think they need to win back the general audience. You know, I was speaking to someone at work, and I said, "Oh, we're gonna go see that Marvels," but I watched your review, and he said it was shit. So, yeah, but we're not gonna speak about the Marvels because we don't like it, and we're not here to speak about things we don't like.
You really, really hate it. I just think it's okay.
Yeah,
At best.
but yeah, no. Moon Knight Season 2, I'm up for it. Let's get that cliffhanger sorted out. Let's introduce him to Blade. Let's get him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe a bit more. Because, you know, I think one of the great things about the first season of Moon Knight is how disconnected it was. Like, I can tell, you know, I just got someone at work to watch The Boys who don't really like stuff like this. And I did say to him, you know, one of my other mates at work who does watch everything on Disney Plus that's Marvel, to, you know, keep up with it all. He says, "Oh, you should watch Loki." I says, "Don't watch Loki. You haven't even watched a Marvel film. Don't watch Loki. If you're gonna watch a Disney Plus Marvel show, watch Moon Knight, because it's so disconnected from everything." But yeah. Anyway, should we get onto some Secret Wars?
That's war secrets.
Let's have a secret war in your pants. The fight for the cock. So, these are, you know, we're talking about all of Marvel's top choices today. These are all of Marvel's top choices to direct Secret Wars. Sam Raimi, which you're not a fan of. Ryan Coogler, which I'm a very big fan of. John Watts, Spider-Man. He did the Spider-Man trilogy at Marvel. I think that's another great option. Right, let's get the obvious one out of the way that you're not a fan of. Sam Raimi. For me, I think he did a great job directing Multiverse of Madness. It's just the writing wasn't there. I think pair him with a great writer and you've got a solid film. But why aren't you for Raimi on Secret Wars?
So, this is not a fully in part of blaming Raimi. This is more of a Sony thing. And Raimi's not that director. He's a very, like, character-oriented, like, you know, a small cast, very focused on these characters, you know. And I'm just speaking off of what I've seen. And Spider-Man 1, amazing. Spider-Man 2, even better. And then you got Spider-Man 3, and it's too many characters. And it's clear that Sam Raimi can't really handle too many characters. And I was excited for Multiverse of Madness. And then I watched it, and I just felt like it doesn't... Feels like he's trying to put characters in, but it's not really working. You know, having multiple characters, it feels like there should be a bit more. But at the same time, it's like he can't. It doesn't feel like he can juggle what's on screen already, the amount of characters on screen already. Because there wasn't that many, to be honest. But there was a couple.
Yeah.
There's more, and that's why, you know, I love Sam Raimi. He gave us the you know, near perfect Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films, and you know, they're still talked about today. You know, people love those films. I love those films. Toby's my guy.
Yeah, it's like why Toby's still got a spot as Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Like you know, you know, that's what I was saying with No Way Home. I hope Sam Raimi has some bit in it, like producing. You know, just something so he can help direct the Spider-Man that he sort of created, because he knows that character best, and I'd love him to.
You do know No Way Home came out like nearly 2 years ago now.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Just say so you were speaking about it like it were coming out next week or something.
No, but I don't know what. I don't think he did have any real part of it.
No, I don't think he did.
In the credits, which is kind of disappointing, but it still did. You know, they still did that character well in that film. And then, like I said, with Multiverse of Madness, I didn't really like the film, to be honest. And yeah, you can say, yeah, he directed it well, but I mean, still, I just don't think he can be able to juggle all those characters in one big film.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. I just don't think he's. It's not like he's not capable of doing it, but it's not his speciality. So
I feel like he could do it, but he's definitely my least favourite pick out of these three.
I don't think he could do it.
It's
like I said, I think he specializes in more narrow, not narrow, but focusing on less characters, but there's more focus on said characters.
Would you like him to just do Doctor Strange 3 then instead? Maybe make that a bit of a smaller story.
If it was a smaller story, yes, but Doctor Strange isn't something you want to do a small story on.
I think they're going, to deal with incursions and stuff like that. But anyway, this is Secret Wars. Ryan Coogler. I think Ryan Coogler has got the best film on this list out of everyone. Fruitvale Station is amazing. Obviously, that's when he started working with Michael B. Jordan. They made such an amazing film in Fruitvale Station. Small, character-driven film, but it's definitely the best film out of it that these guys have got. I think he could do it, but he hasn't, he hasn't shown that he can do something with loads of characters, but a great director can.
Yeah, but I feel like he, with what he did in the first Black Panther film and the way he was able to explore the themes of it, and obviously the world of Wakanda, and also juggling the outside world in such like with actual like sort of issues and stuff like that in the world. I think he could. I think he could do a pretty good job of Avengers, an Avengers film.
Yeah, no, definitely. If there's anyone I'd like to see him...
It's a bit unknown, but yeah. I see the potential for him to do it, especially with the world building. The characters, I guess so, yeah. I mean, I think so, yeah. I think so, yeah.
If there's anything I'd say, apparently Kang Dynasty is going to be a bit of a smaller story, if it is still going to be Kang Dynasty. Maybe let him do that instead. Because even though I think Ryan Coogler's got the best film on this list, I think out of these three, John Watts is easily the best pick to do it. Obviously, Marvel knows what he can do. He was their choice to do Fantastic Four until he dropped out, after Spider-Man films. I think he's gone and done his Star Wars projects. We'll have to see what that's like. Skeleton Crew, when that comes out next year. But yeah, for me, John Watts is easily the best choice.
He can handle a lot of characters, He had to have, I think it was part of the Sony deal of bringing Spider-Man to the MCU, is have a big MCU name in the Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
It's probably a part of their contract. So he was like forced to have a shoehorned in character.
Oh no, it was publicly part of the contract when it was signed.
So the fact that he was able to juggle that and make it still about Spider-Man and the main focus of being about him and it feeling like a Spider-Man film is fantastic. And then obviously you have No Way Home with 3 Spider-Men, the
5
whole
villains.
Exactly. Like he can do this easily can do this. This would be a big step up for him, but it's a step that's like, it's not like it's like it's paved.
Yeah. Not only that, Ned and MJ, who have quite full stories in No Way Home, May, Happy, both have decent stories as well. And he can slide in the little cameo here and there with Charlie Cox's Daredevil and make a short scene like that work.
Yeah, and the film is really long as well, and it doesn't feel that long.
No, it don't.
So that's a good sign for an Avengers film. You can make you want your Avengers film to be a bit lengthy, or quite lengthy, but you don't want it to drag in anywhere. And this guy can do it.
You sound like your mother. You're not impressed?
I just don't even react anymore.
No, you don't. Can you believe it's been 2 years though? It's coming up to 2 years since No Way Home came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about all the time that's passed but how long it felt leading up to it. Like, even getting a trailer, it was like, yeah, no, it's crazy.
That's really amazing.
It's like, isn't life just going fast and we're going to be dead soon?
Yeah.
How cool is that? Anyway, Movies and Beyond exclusive Scoopy Whoopie. So, I'm off to a con this weekend. Joseph Quinn was supposed to be going to that con. He's no longer going. This weekend, I believe, is CCPX. This has been rumoured to be the last, Comic-Con of the year. No, CCXP. That's it. CCXP. This is rumoured to be the last Comic-Con of the year where Marvel is going to make a big announcement. Now, I've had a look. I couldn't really see if Marvel had a panel at CCXP, but we know they've been trying to finalise this Fantastic Four cast. He has been rumoured to be, Johnny Storm for months now. For months. He's pulled out of going to this convention at the weekend in Manchester. He's not going. Apparently it was a filming opportunity. I think they're going to announce the Fantastic Four this weekend. You don't just get up and leave unless it's, going to be the defining role of your career.
Watch it gets announced, he's fucking Batman. DC just upload one of those weird showcases.
Yeah. So this CCXP or CCXP this weekend, Marvel might have a panel there. I don't know. I've had a look. I couldn't really see anything. But also this weekend is not this weekend. Tomorrow is Disney's investor town hall meeting. So we could be getting some big news from that. But that's not a reason for him to not be there on the weekend. So I really think we're going to get this Fantastic Four cast announced this weekend. Which it has been rumoured to be happening this weekend anyway. But to me now, this is... They've locked in the deal. And this is it. Joseph Quinn is definitely our Human Torch. Definitely. So, what do you think of this? Do you think we're going to get it this weekend? Or probably not?
Just with everything adding up, but...
Also, the rumours as well that the fast track to the production of Fantastic Four, they're going to start shooting in January.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of Joseph Quinn as?
I've watched one episode of the new Stranger Things, not because I didn't like it, I didn't have time at the time to watch it. I still don't have much time, so I've got loads of other shows I need to watch. But from the little bit that I had in that, I feel like I've lowered a bit.
Your standards have lowered.
He was good.
You're doing shows with me.
He was good, and I thought the character were cool. He was definitely like my favourite part of that first episode, even though he wasn't in it ridiculously much. But I know a lot of fans love this character. Unfortunately, there's a lot of like really cringy shit with like the
Yes.
no. I hate that shit, man. Like, I get it. You can be a fan of it and stuff. Like, you do you, but it's all I hear of this character, of this actor and that character. It's like, shut up. Like, I'm sure his character's got great moments in the show. Why not just talk about that or something like that? Instead of just this one. Yeah, instead of this one stupid fucking cringy thing that everyone sings to. I'm sorry. You like what you like. Fair enough. Whatever. But it just feels cringy, man. But
I don't know what the fuck Kyle's talking about right now, so...
It's that, have you ever seen it?
No.
Oh, it was literally all over when, like, social media, when it was,
First invented. It was all over the Facebooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, he's young, I think, and...
He's not.
Is he not?
He's.
He looks really fucking young.
I think he's in his 30s.
Yeah, that's kind of young.
That's like halfway to dead.
Still pretty young.
Yeah. But yeah, so what did you think of our first Movies and Beyond exclusive, Kyle?
Fucking shit. Watch, this weekend's going to swing round and it's just like...
Well, that's why I'm not going to cut this out and post it as a video by itself.
See, I thought you were going to do that. I think you should probably do that.
Yeah, I might. It's just, you know...
Just put it in brackets, potentially. You know, as like a disclaimer kind of thing. Which, full disclaimer, it's not really an exclusive, but, you know...
Yeah, it's because like any Muppet could have put two and two together and got this.
Exactly. It's just we did. Well, you did. So, you know, give credit where credit's due. But if it's not real, okay, whatever. If it's real, cool.
Yeah. God, imagine if we start like a massive rumor online.
I mean, you've only got like a week for this rumor to spread, but it is the internet.
Yeah. It is the internet. Let's put some, you know, internet herpes out there.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Right. I think that'll do us for today, Kyle. Anything you want to add before we fuck off? No? You don't want to go tell them to follow us on TikTok?
No.
No. No. If you're already here, you don't need to go to TikTok. You're getting the best experience here. TikTok's just to get, you know, some other people from there over here. TikTok's just for shit posting.
Yeah, I guess, but there'll be some.
That's why Kyle's in charge of it.
Oh, thank you.
Come on, mate. You look all out of love today.
Do you know what? I was very energized at the start of the show, and I just feel really pooped now for some reason.
Yeah, I know, mate. Yeah. You didn't even start clapping for the Movies and Beyond exclusive.
It's fucking shit.
Give us a clap. Go on.
I did with my ass.
Nice. So yeah, let's just, you know, what's been your favourite story today? I just love speaking to you, Kyle, because I know once we stop recording, we don't speak to each other. What's been your favourite story?
None of them.
None of them.
No, I want to go.
You want to go?
I'm joking. The Doctor Doom one's interesting.
Yeah, right. Anyway, that'll do us for today.
Secret Wars. Yeah. Directors. Again, yeah. We just want the Russos back, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this Human Torch one is very likely, though.
Shut up. We're done. You're not allowed to speak anymore. Look directly into your camera. Right. That's been Movies and Beyond. That is the Kyle. He's going to stare as we say goodbye with his nice big eyes. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, share, fucking follow. Show us to your mother, all that good stuff. Follow us on TikTok. Subscribe to us here. And when we start the next episode, Kyle, you need to keep it in a perfect frame. Because I want you to be like still staring like that when we start the next episode. And then it'll look like you haven't moved. Thanks for watching.